We have made it to Lake Powell. We drove about halfway down last night, slept off the highway outside Goblin Valley, came back down this morning. We only did 3 gas station stops in the last 2 hours. I'd say that's a new record, not in the good direction. This trip, we have a new bungee cord skimboard set up. We have a new electric cooler. Bryce, can I get a high five for that?
Yes.
Yes. Pretty excited about that. We'll see how it does, though. It's running off a car battery over there. Could be a little sketchy. But now we have to turn from travel mode into out in the water mode. Gotta flip the boat over, get all the stuff out of the truck, pack this thing, get it done, and then we're gonna go launch. There it is. We are fully loaded down.
Yes!
We are the Clampetts Gone Camping. 20 gallons of gas on the back. We got the bumper set up. We're gonna do the launch. We're gonna dock it. I'm gonna drive up. Very casual. We're not just gonna let the fam float out there the whole time, but it looks good. For the most part, we got everything that we wanted to.
And we're excited!
Yes, we are. We'll see you on the water. Made it on the water. Boat fired up pretty well. We just shut it off as we're out there. It took a little bit to get it going again, but then it fired back up. We're gonna wait for Amanda to come back from parking the truck. Terrible news. As you can see here, we are sitting at the launch dock. Got shut off one more time and now it won't start, and we have burned through a battery. We connected to our cooler battery over there. That's not giving us enough juice at this point. We are done. Pleasant Reaction is out on Lake Powell Spring Trip 2024. We may take it back to the boat mechanic down the road, see if they can fix it up. For now, we just need to reload all this into the boat because we had to take it out so we could get the engine cover up and look into it. That didn't help. So now we're gonna reload and then put the boat back on the trailer, tow it up. We may be up on the shore and down and out in Pleasant Reaction, but the boys have seemed to figure it out. What are you guys doing, Bryce?
We're kind of making a fort thing, but we're relaxing. Don't move the boat.
All right, I won't move the boat at all. You don't have to worry about that. Is that comfy?
Yeah. And I was doing this.
All right, you guys keep doing what you're doing, okay? I'm just gonna go over here and feel like a failure for a little bit.
Okay.
Truck says 122 degrees. It's making things so much harder. Here is the deal. We have towed the boat to the mechanic shop / offshore marina, and the guy's gonna take a look at it in the morning. The mechanic gets in at 7:30. Shop doesn't open till 9, so I figure he's gonna get in at 7:30. I gave him the overview of what's going on with the thing. The spark appears to be the biggest issue. I'll show up right here at 9, hope that we can get the boat up and running. We're just gonna do what we can do for now. We have opted for primitive camping. It is massively windy out here. Go over to the mechanic shop, 9 o'clock in the morning, pick up a running Pleasant Reaction, and then we will shred with all of our stuff out to the campsite. Well, the weather has absolutely gone to shit. It is extremely windy out here. We found a spot that is slightly protected from the wind. However, the real selling point of this spot is this little notch right down here. And we are, oh, Dylan's about halfway down there already, on his way to the water. Sick spot. Looks like we got a little launcher. How is it? Guys, the rules for cliff jumping is you have to go in and check and see how deep it is first, okay?
Okay.
I'm here to do whatever. Come on.
It's fun time. Yeah, do it again.
All right, is anybody gonna cliff jump?
Go, Grandma.
Yeah, buddy.
If you see a full okay.
Start. Start right.
After some sick cliff jumping, windstorm 2024 has totally set in. I left all of our propane on the boat when we traveled out. So we are cooking up some of Does hamburger helper in the jet boil, and we are making the best of it. All right, Bryson, Dylan. All right, team. Despite not having a boat or any propane, how we doing on dinner?
Good.
You like it, Dylan?
We're doing pretty good.
We're surviving, right, Bryce?
Maybe.
Tomorrow's gonna be way better. Day 2, woke up to a gorgeous morning, and then about, I don't know, 8:30, it's already windy. We can go check on the boat at 9, so we are gonna get packed up from the hodgepodge camping setup. Thank goodness I can still make coffee, instant variety. It's gonna be a good day though. We're gonna go get a boat. It's gonna be working. It was gonna be something stupid, and the guy's gonna be like, oh yeah, it's gonna run great. Back at the boat, just talked to Oscar, the mechanic here. He was not able to get it running earlier. However, then when he came out to show me what was going on, what he saw was this guy is pumping spark, but then he wasn't getting spark to the spark plugs with the little sparky doohickey thingy. However, we used the sparky doohickey thing, and I picked up the cord for the spark plug, and it zapped me. So it could have just been a bad sparky doohickey that goes to the engine. So then we tried and fired it up, and the thing fired up, and it turned right on, and it's running great. So a couple things we're thinking it could be. Yes, the distributor could be an issue. It's older, but it's an electronic one, so it should be okay. Front bowl in the carburetor could be sticking and not allowing fuel in, because actually we pumped it a lot, got the fuel in, and got it to pop over, where yesterday I was reluctant to put too much fuel in because I've been dealing with because I've been dealing with flooding issues. But I think the big thing is, the big takeaway here is this guy here, my fuel water separator is hooked up under the manifold. That's a bad spot. I think I'm vapor locking myself. Ever since I moved it here, I've had more and more problems starting than I've ever had before. So I may, depending on Amanda's patience, try and pop this guy off here, get it hooked back down underneath. I don't know how I'm gonna mount it once it's down there. I might just have to do some very rednecky kind of work. But to get that away from there, possibly eliminate the vapor lock, may be my best option. So I'm going to move the fuel water separator down here. It's kind of hanging on a little post that holds the water ski pole here. So that thing's in a little thing. So this bracket is hooked onto one of these bolts. And I'm gonna do the old wrap a koozie around the bottom so that thing doesn't beat along the bottom of the boat. And I'm gonna tie or zip tie this thing on here and just temporary solution it for this trip. The best part about working on boats has got to be all the room that you have to work with. There it is, all tied up. It's gonna be in good shape. Shorten these leads and we'll be good to go. And by shorten the leads, I mean use a little duct tape. Back on the water, me and the boys, we dropped it in. We went and burnt a couple laps. The engine sounds fantastic. We got back to the dock, we tied up, we turned it back on one time, it started. Now we're about to turn it on again. It's been sitting here for, I don't know, 8-9 minutes, so let's see how we do. Oh, she wanted it. Let's give her a little gas. Ooh, I didn't want it that time. There she goes. She's firing up. Let's go burn some laps. It is rough seas, but it's working. We have made it to the campsite. This site is exceptional. However, there is an extreme amount of pokies. So I'm going to do some pretty serious modification here to build the kitchen. Big effort out there. Time to start drinking, but I still got a lot more work to do, so we're gonna fire off into a non-alcoholic. I get some refreshment, then get back to it. It does appear that our electric cooler has run out of juice. I wasn't sure how many days it would last. Turns out 3 days, running pretty much full tilt all day long. See if we can get something going with it, but as of right now, we are down an electric cooler and don't have enough ice to make it 2 days. See how it goes. Oh yeah. We're in. Amanda already started dinner. We get some tacos. Yeah, that's good. Don't lose at the bottom. Oh, geez. Bryce, I definitely made this for myself and you just came in and snaked it. Is it good?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Check out this unit. We got it at Costco. I like the little head pouch over there on the outside. That's pretty sick. It's no big deal. Probably went up in 7 minutes, maybe 4. There's a lot of terraforming. I think it's totally worth it. Pokey meadow has turned into comfy camping. Oh yeah. Now I think it's time to party, so I'm gonna put the camera away. See you in the morning. 7 a.m. and Pleasant Reaction is an absolute disaster. I am definitely going to get this cleaned up before water scan. Luke's kids are letting their paddleboard float away. Tough break.
Yeah, do you got a hat on? Freaking good pup.
After some sick surfing, we need to come find a little beach. Get our feet on land for a little bit. After a big day of surfing, boating, snacking, we're at the fuel station. I'm about to get a lot of ice. Too much ice. Now all we have to do is make it back to camp, with a little bit of ice left. Try and chill off some beverages and then party again. Let's take a look at Glenn's fuel damage. 209, 659 a gallon, yowzer. Luke and I are headed out on a dad mission. What a scramble. We are gonna go explore some canyons. We are gonna pull out the bungee cord skimboard setup. We're gonna get high up on some rocks.